it's Tiffany and I'm back with another video. I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers and welcome back to the ones that are continually watching my videos. I'm sorry I don't upload a whole lot, and this is actually 2 months worth of completed pages. So it's January and February. I have a couple of new books to show you. And right here, actually this one too, a couple of new books to show you that I got around Christmas time. And I brought my iPad so I can show you what I've been coloring on that, because I've been doing a lot more coloring on that than I have in actual pages. So I thought I would show you everything I've been working on for the past 2 months. Let me clear this desk and I'll be right with you. Okay, so the first book I've got to show you is Color Quest Amazing Animals. This was on clearance at my local Books A Million. And so I think I was there Christmas shopping and I saw it and I was like, well, I don't have a Color Quest book. I need to pick one up. And I had looked through the answer keys and really liked a lot of these pictures that were in here. So I said, oh yes, I've got to have it. And I think I did the very first one. Yes, I did this peacock I completed it on January 8th. And I used my, Faber-Castell Pitt pens and my Staedtler dual-ended pens. As you can see, I was having kind of a hard time finding the colors that I needed. There was a couple of different, I kept testing different markers to see what would work. Oh, well, you know what? I did end up using some alcohol markers. I forgot about that. Some Ohuhu and some Copics, because I couldn't quite match up the colors that I wanted to my other one. So it's a mixture of a bunch of different colors there. But yeah, I like how it came out. I wish I had gone over and outlined the bird itself, because I feel like it kind of blends right into the background. Maybe on camera it looks a little bit better than it does in real life, but it was still fun to do. I love, next will be this one with the hexagons in it. So I'm going to try and work in order in this book. Oh, I probably should tell you that I took a couple screenshots of these pictures and did them on my iPad. I forgot about that, so I'll show you those completed pages as well. All right, next up is Mosaic Art Patterns, Color by Number by Sachin Sachdeva. And, oh yes, I completed the pumpkin page. I really love this book. The patterns I've seen that people have colored out of this book are absolutely adorable. And I started this one in October and hadn't finished it. So I was like, this needs to be on my to-do list for January. And I've completed this on January 23rd. And I think I used all Staedtler twin tip water-based markers on this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole thing. Maybe some Faber. Looks like there might be some artist Pitt pens there too. So probably a mixture, but all water-based, no alcohol marker. So yeah, that was a fun one to do. Here's another new book to me. It's not new to everybody else out there, but it is to me. I'd gotten a gift card for Christmas and treated myself. I'd been wanting this one for a long time. I didn't have any other color by numbers like it and thought, how fun. It is a lot of pink and purple, which I didn't realize until after I got it. But here's the first one I did on January 7th. And it's this lovely girl sitting on her day bed. I remember one of my best friends in grade school had a day bed, and I always wanted one. So, anyway, I think I did this with alcohol markers. Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure the whole thing's done. Oh, with my new Teo tree markers, because I also got these for Christmas with my gift card. So they were on a lightning deal, and I know I had seen all of you colorists using them, and I'm like, I gotta try them, especially with the really fine nibs. I figured it would be good for really detailed pages. They still bleed over the lines. You got to be careful what paper you use them on and all that, but they're nice and juicy. I love them. Good added addition to my collection of markers. And then I did a second one. Now this one I tried doing some pencil work. So I think I got out my Star Joy colored pencils because they keep a nice sharp point. And I did do some of that, but grew tired of doing all the details in just pencil and decided to finish it off with my Teo Tree markers once again. And I completed that on January 14th. Another new book to my collection. I love these color by color books. I think this is my third one I own now. And Pattern Animals by Kira Shershniva. And I noticed with this is different paper than her other books. It's a little more toothy and not so shiny. I mean, it is still shiny, but not, it's different. It's different paper, but actually I like it. I actually like it a little bit better than that really shiny paper. And I completed this guy on January 6th using my Teo Tree markers once again. He was a lot of fun to do. It is a lot of detail, so I had to be very careful what colors I chose in all the little spaces. But it was kind of a fun little challenge, you know? And here's the second one I did on January 23rd. This bright little pelican. I wish I hadn't used that bright of a pink. I picked a pink that was a little too bright, but that's all right. He's kind of neon and maybe he's tropical, so it works for him. Oh, I forgot about this one, the elephant. Yes, I did this one with my Ohuhu brush tips, and I really liked how that came out. It was much easier to match up the colors, and it was much easier to stay within the lines, and they didn't bleed out through. And I did not put a date on that, but I'm pretty sure I completed that in January as well. Oh yes, and here we have another one. I guess I did quite a more in here than I thought. This lovely little squirrel. I completed him on January 29th. Oh, and this one I used, I believe he's completely done with my Stedliter Ergosoft colored pencils. And that actually worked really well on this paper because it does have a little bit of tooth. And you can see right here where I like started on one end and gradually faded out to the other end. That was a lot of fun to do. I love trying all different techniques and mediums in all these books. Even though it's color by number, I still love experimenting in them. I'm going to show you my set of Stedliters just so you know what I'm talking about. These are my Stedliter Ergosoft 36 count that I own, and I find myself reaching for these a lot. I think basically because it is such a limited color palette, you're not overwhelmed by all the colors, and you can still match up and make colors work by blending two colors together. So 36 pencils really is enough to work with. And I like that they keep a sharp point and they're still creamy and soft a little bit. Not as creamy as Prismacolor, but they're still really good set of pencils. Let's see. And that's where I stopped. So I got 4 pages done out of there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. That was a pretty good start to that book. Next up, I continued working out of Such and Such Davis Christmas Mandalas color by number. I've had this for a couple of years now, and I'm trying to complete it. Let's see, where did I not? These might have been all Decembers. I think I showed them. Yeah. So I believe we'll start here in case I didn't show this in my last one. All done with alcohol markers. I wish I put a date on here. This one I know I did in January. January 31st, I completed this one. And I like to use all alcohol markers in these. I found out they work the best. Put down a nice base layer, take a darker shade, and just kind of outline around. you really can't go wrong. Just by putting a darker over a lighter makes it pop, and I think it just looks so much better than having flat color on the page. Kind of gives it more of a 3D effect. And so, yeah, that's how I like to work in these books. This was done with my Ohuhu. I don't think it was the brush. I think it was just the regular nib. I'm trying to use up my regular nib brushes from Ohuhu as well. And I still got more to do in this book. All right, then I worked out of Rita Berman's. I'm not even going to try and say that. We all have seen this. Good thing I wrote it in here. It's called My Journey Through Europe. I knew that I would not be able to remember what that said. So this is that book, and there's my completed page. I did these two kitty cats sitting on the windowsill, and I really like how this came out. I love the colors I chose. I used my Faber-Castell Polychromos. These last couple of months I've been trying to use my supplies that I haven't used in a long time and give them some love, not just my markers all the time. And so, yeah, look at that feather. I really love how that feather came out with the pinks and purples and blues. Yeah, I just kind of started with the cats and then went around the rest of it. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I do like this little book. It's like the perfect size because you can easily get a page finished even though there's lots of detail. All right. Oh, did I say what day I finished that? Ooh. January 18th, I completed that. So a January one. All right, next up is Stained Glass Collection, 50 Color by Number Pages by Such and Such Deva. And I completed the Swan. Okay, so this one didn't come out quite as planned. I used my alcohol markers. I think I did a mixture of Ohuhu and my Teo tree. But I don't know if you can see, I tried shading by putting like a green marker on top of the pink, and it just did not look good at all. In theory, in color theory, it should have worked, but I think I used the wrong pinks and the wrong greens. I should have had a darker green, but that's okay. I think I messed up on a couple of the numbers. I don't know. I completed it. I finished it on February 4th. It's not one of my favorites, but it's not bad either. At least it's completed. All right, next I worked out of Cute Mandalas. Get Coloring and Have Fun by Apsi Sumanazari. Sorry if I'm butchering your name there. And it was the bee and honeycomb page I worked on. And this one I used my Ergosoft colored pencils by Stedtler again. And I kind of just shaded on, started on one side and then gently blended to the middle. I wanted it to be a lot lighter and more airy feeling than really solid colors. So I think I achieved that. It went pretty quickly by doing that technique. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it says, can you spot the hidden object? And it's spot the queen. And I believe right there is our queen. You can see that she's got a little crown on her head. And I did that in a little bit of sparkle gel pen. So that is the hidden object in this page. And I completed that on February 8th. Next one is out of Zen Doodle Color by Number by Deborah Muller. Spring Awakening. And I completed this page, and I absolutely love how this page came out. I grabbed my Prismacolor pencils that I had not used in a really long time, and I forgot how buttery smooth they are, and how I just love the colors in the Prismacolor colors. They're vibrant, They're beautiful. You really can't go wrong with mixing any of the colors together. They just always look so beautiful. And so I did the whole image is done in Prismacolor pencils, and then I did the background with Copic markers. And I really like how having that alcohol marker background makes this, I feel like, pop off at the page even more. And of course I went crazy with a gel pen. I probably did a little too much gel pen, but I really do like how it came out. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. And a lot of them that I have done in here previously, I did not like the colors that they chose for the color by number. So I'm so glad that I used my Prismacolor, because Prismacolor, like I said, can make any color look gorgeous. So I still stuck with the right number, but I put my own twist on it. And I mean, if you look at these colors, they're pretty dull looking. I mean, they just do not look very pretty. I mean, look. I feel like it's so dull and boring when you match up the colors perfectly. But if you take a Prismacolor and you put it pretty close to what is on the answer key, I feel like it just comes out so much prettier. But anyway, enough talking about that. But yes, so I completed that one on February 12th. Next up is 50 Ocean Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. And this one I had so much fun with. This one got me a lot of likes on Instagram. I did these two fish dancing. Again, Prismacolor pencils, because their colors are gorgeous and you can just blend them on any paper. I swear they blend on everything. It did take me a little bit of time to finish. That's why I'm glad I did Camellia Angelkova page, because she doesn't have a whole lot of detail. But I love how this came out. Now, I got inspiration off of Instagram. I looked up fish, like different colored fish, to get some colors. And there was these type of fish that some were red with bluish fins and some were blue with redder fins. And I thought, how perfect. They can kind of be matching, but yet you can tell he's male and she's female. And I did give them different color eyes. And I really like how the bubbles came out. A violet, a true green, and a pink. And then I kind of just went with it with everything else. This, to me, when I first saw it, I thought it was a pumpkin. So I'm like, well, it's going to be orange now. And then I realized it's a record player. And what the heck would a pumpkin be doing underground? I mean, under the ocean. I don't know. But that's what I saw when I first saw it. And I'm really glad. I like the colors I chose for everything. For the fish, for the water, for this little plant. And I also like that I did the alcohol marker background again. And I made my own border, because hers don't come with borders. So I don't know, to me, I need something in the background. So I love making my own little borders. And yeah, I mean, I really, really love this one. This is going to be one of my favorites. And I completed that the day after Valentine's on February 15th. The last coloring book I have to show you before we get to my iPad is the Creative Haven Country Kitchen Charm Coloring Book by Teresa Goodrich. And this is another favorite. I really like how this one came out too. I completed this on February 23rd. I love how the stove came out. I love the brick in the background. The other colors that I chose, they're okay. It didn't quite come out the way I was expecting it to. I'd found a color palette on Pinterest and was going with it, but then after I was getting in, I think I had colored like the cabinets and stuff. I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it or not, but I continued on and I'm happy with it. This stove was also inspiration on Pinterest. I had seen a black stove with gold trim. And I thought, oh, that's what I've got to do for that particular wood stove, cook stove. But yeah. Oh, I used my Faber-Castell Polychromos for this one. And yep, so there's some really awesome details in here. Of course, all of her books are so pretty. Teresa does a great job with all of her coloring books. They're so fun to color. So yeah, again, I completed that on February 23rd. All right, now for my iPad. So let me open this up for you. And I'm in Procreate. And so let me see, we'll go with January's completed pages first. So this is the first page I completed. And this was a freebie. Oh, it's not going to turn. Okay, well, we're just going to go like this. This was a freebie from Sun Life Drawing. If you go over to their website, they have a free download of all their I believe it's their color by number pages that you can download for free. So I didn't download all of them. I just picked the ones I liked and downloaded it. And yeah, that was fun to do on the iPad. I can zoom right in. You can see the details that I did with my different brushes. And it looks like I've got gel pen in there. I try to make it look like a marker, like it was marker on there. Okay, let's see. This was my color palette I figured out for Jade Summer. I forgot I'd stuck that in there. Now here's one that I had scanned. I own this book and I scanned it, and it did come out a little bit dark. I wonder if I can hide. Oh, well, that didn't really work, did it? All right, well, we'll just leave it like this. But sometimes when you scan photos of your coloring books, it does come out a little bit darker, but that's okay. Lots of yellows and oranges in these Jade Summer books, color by number books. Yeah, I think it's Jade Summer. But anyway, or Sun Life Drawing. I think it's Jade Summer. Yeah, it's Jade Summer. So that's another one I completed. I didn't put a date on that. Here's another freebie from Sun Life Drawing. And this was like their lines and dots, I think. Okay, so this was from this book here. I had scanned a page out of this book. Again, it came out kind of dark, but that's okay. And I did have a lot of fun playing around with this on my iPad and matching up the colors as well. Oh, what day did I complete that? January 28th. Here's another one I scanned out of my new Dollhouse coloring book by Sachin Sachdeva. And I completed this on January 15th. So yeah, the good thing about doing it on my iPad is you can pick the colors and your colors never run out. So you could keep using the same red and the same purple and the same orange, and it's never going to dry up because it's endless possibilities of colors on the iPad. And when I'm coloring with my Apple Pencil, I mean, it feels just like I'm actually coloring on a page. It's so much fun. I really, really enjoy it. And here's another Dollhouse one I completed on January 17th. So actually, I guess technically I've completed 4 pages out of my Dollhouse coloring book and 5 pages out of my Pattern Animals Color by Colors book. So that was all done in January. Now we'll go look at February's pages. Okay, so this one was a freebie from Hannah Lynn on her website, and you could download it and color it. And you can tell the pictures that I download and don't take screenshots of come out a lot brighter and a lot more crisp. But yeah, she was a lot of fun to color. I love how her eyes came out, and I gave her a little bit of blush on her cheeks. And I really like her hair color, kind of an auburn yet strawberry blonde, I guess you could say, color, like between an auburn and a strawberry blonde. Very pretty. And then the next one I did was out of the freebie Sun Life drawing one, color by number, and I did this girl here. And here's another freebie by Sun Life Drawing. Completed that one on February 12th. I think these go in order. So this one I did February 8th. That one was February 6th. That one was the 12th. Okay, this is a Creative Haven, George Tufexis spring coloring book, I think. Let me see if I can find it. Glorious Gardens, that's what it is. It's out of this book here. So I scanned it and then put it on Procreate. And again, you can see how it's kind of dark looking. But if I zoom in, you can see the numbers really good. So you can really tell what number's what when you need to color. And again, I made my own color palette. And yeah, just went with it. I think that came out really good. Oh, what day did I complete it on? February 18th. This one was a lot of fun. This one is out of my Princess Hatchet Heroes coloring book. And I was able to take this with me when I went on vacation. And so I didn't have to bring all my coloring supplies. I had pre-scanned this picture and put it on my iPad. And so, yeah, once I got to where I was going, I could just pull out my iPad and start coloring. Again, she came out a little dark. You got to be careful when you're picking your colors on the iPad. Sometimes they come out a little dark. And I completed that one on February 21st. This was a freebie off of, and I don't even know the artist. I'm sorry. I should probably figure this stuff out before I turn it on or write it down below. But yeah, it looks like a little sewing room. That was a lot of fun to color. Does it say right here? Regal Prince, it says. Regal Rada Prince. She has a bunch of them. Anyway, they're like little rooms. Very cool. This was, okay, so I entered a giveaway to win Hannah Lynn's PDF of her new coloring book, her newest one, the portraits that just came out, and I won. I was so excited when I got the message through Facebook that I had won, and she instantly sent me the whole PDF to download. And so she was one of the first ones. I could not wait to get started on my iPad coloring them in. And I've also printed some off to do on paper, but I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But yeah, I really like how she came out. I like the color of her dress. I like her skin. I like her hair, kind of like an icy blonde color. And look at all the little candies that she's got in the background. But yeah, she's cute. And I completed her on February 23rd. And the last one I've got to show you guys is this freebie from Sun Life Drawing. And I completed this on February 26th. And it's these cute little mice, color by number. So anyway, that is all I have to show you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and comment down below if there's any favorites that you liked or anything you'd like to see me do in the future. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.